morning.
So I'm Jasmine.
I'm Jalen.
And we are here this morning with another Morning After Reality Recap to discuss a new show. So we're watching Teen Mom 2.
Yes.
So we are jumping in. We've caught up with this season, but this is episode 3.
Yes.
Okay. FYI, I am familiar with all the episodes of Teen Mom 2. My sister here has kind of been in and out.
A little familiar.
So we may have to catch her up a little bit. But it's a little entertaining show, so we're gonna get into it. Okay, y'all. So we're gonna take it from the top and just try and break it down by the characters. So let's start with Jade. Okay, so we see Jade has just completed her cosmetology program. She passed her test. All good news. Yeah. So since we never talked about it before, I do like Jade. She's a very caring person, cool, down-to-earth person.
That's what I'm saying. It seems like even through all of the stuff she's been through, she's very caring.
She can be a bit short-tempered.
But it's almost understandable, huh?
And she says, well, yeah, you can stare. Next thing, stop talking to me.
But her mom seems a little frustrating herself as well.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, she got her mom, she got her Sean, her boyfriend. So, but in this scene, we see her meeting with her mom and her daughter to congratulate her on her passing of her test, her exam. And so in this meeting, I guess we see Mama kind of looking to the side.
I'm gonna say it's going well, smooth. Act like she's interested in a relationship.
So Jay's just talking and Mom go over here. I did notice it. I don't know if you noticed it. That she was looking off to the side.
Oh yeah, I did.
Okay.
And I was thinking like, I don't know. I was just like, what is she doing?
I was wondering, like,
I was thinking
she
it's the
on
baby
drugs or
over there.
something?
That's what I was thinking. Like maybe she's just, how sometimes you're listening, but you're, that's what I was thinking.
And I like Mama too. Mama's cool. They both like cool, down to earth.
They just have their moments.
Yeah. And Mama has struggled, I guess, with drug addiction or something. But Jay's like, what are you doing? You're looking over here, And so then Mama said, well, we need to move in.
Mind you, it was after she had asked her a question that she was answering. It was like she asked her to seem like she cared about something.
So what she played the whole time just to stare
right,
up in
that's
his
what it
face so she can.
Like, your answer's too long. Okay, I'm ready.
Yes, indeed. What was funny to me is that she didn't really ask. It was just like, we need to move in. It's going to help you out too with the
right. It's like she did, but at the same time, she was going on as if, okay, this is happening.
And Jay's so sweet. She's like, okay.
Yes.
It's your mom, of course, but it was funny how she went about it. Okay, so that happens, and then we see a little later when it's moving day, and Mom and Stepdad coming to move in the house. And we do hear also that Sean has just moved back in as well, so it's a few new adjustments.
She's very kind. Because I could not.
And she's been in this situation before. I think with both of them moving back in.
Okay, I never knew she would live with both of them.
Yeah,
I remember the issues with her and Sean in the past, I guess. Okay. Living together. But he has issues too, right? Addiction issues or something.
Yes, he does.
Okay.
Yes.
Chaos.
Yeah. So they move him back in. I guess this is the next time we see them where she was expecting Grandma to help more with Chloe.
Right.
And so we hear her saying, she's not really helping since she's been here, and she said she would be, assisted and watching her.
Yeah, but I'm understanding the side of like, grandmas are nice. Everybody loves a grandma. But at the same time, they might throw off what your
plan, how you trying to raise.
Yeah,
we didn't say that. Jay did have an issue with grandma maybe letting the baby get away with too much.
Yes. Which is usually what they do,
And that's what grandma said. I'm grandma.
But when it's a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week thing, it's like a little different. That's a little harder to adjust with, I guess.
So when she wanted to put her to bed, she wanted grandma to put her to bed. Was it that grandma didn't want to let her cry it out? Or is that
I thought it was just grandma was not about to deal with it. Like, you're not about to be acting a fool right now. And she kind of just walked out the room. I didn't really understand, but I heard the baby crying and she immediately was like, I can't do this.
Oh, okay.
She immediately was just like...
Yeah, that's what I was wondering, because I don't know if you've seen, and I've seen how Jay put the baby to bed before. She put her in there and walk on out.
No, but I did see that.
That's how she
do it. Oh.
She used to put her in that bed, give her that bottle, night-night. It'd be daylight outside.
There must be nothing in that room then. Nothing at all. Besides the bed. I'm
saying
because
it's dark?
Well, yeah, but I wouldn't trust how old is the baby?
Oh, okay.
It's still a baby. Like, I wouldn't trust her in her room by herself in the bed. Like, she's probably, is she at the door? The baby's at the door banging.
But that's
until
the program, I guess. What I'm saying is maybe, grandma, was she, not just trying to have her cry it out type. She didn't want to put her down and have the baby be upset with her.
Right. Okay. So in that sense, yes. That makes more sense. Because I was just thinking, dang, she's not even going to try and do nothing.
But Chloe went on the bed. Okay, I guess the last thing we see is Jade.
Jade,
It's when her and Sean just sitting talking down, talking about it. The moving situation, how grandma hasn't been super helpful, but they just were dealing with it. She's not supposed to be there too long.
Right, and he did mention, so what are you going to do if the apartment falls through? Are you going to give him a deadline? Are you going to... And, excuse me, me being me, I'm like, I probably would.
I'm trying to say you ain't in that position exactly, because it is your mother.
It is your mother.
But, yeah, she is just, in her mix.
Right. I don't know. And then her and her mother's relationship is always rocky. I don't know. I feel like if it is for too long, then it's gonna turn into too much.
Some problems.
Yeah. So I don't see nothing wrong with being like, you gotta figure it out.
I will say Jade did point out that it is kind of good that her mom is working at the restaurant.
Right.
So she's doing something with her time. Yeah. So that would be good for her sobriety, that she has something to look forward to, I guess. But that was it for Jade this week. We'll check in on her next time. All right. So now let's get into Leah's story. So this episode we're really just focused on Leah's sister, Victoria. So Victoria is pregnant from an encounter she had when they were visiting Costa Rica. I don't know if they're a couple now, her and the baby dad, or they
seem like it.
Okay. So
I don't know. It could be, she got pregnant and it was like, okay, let's do this.
Because they weren't a couple before.
Okay.
It was like a one-night stand type of thing. I think. They just met him that night. Leah was kicking it with somebody. Her sister was kicking it with this guy.
Oh, okay.
Come back home, she found out she's pregnant.
But then it's kind of also like how they stay in touch, unless maybe they
exchange numbers. Maybe on a talking level, I don't know. But the baby definitely amped up their
relationships.
And so we hear them talk about how it'll take a while for him to be able to come to America. They don't know if he'll be able to be there for the birth.
Yeah, that sucks.
Blah, blah, whoopty whoop. And then it is tough to go through a pregnancy by yourself because of that. Like, you don't have somebody who's not trying to be there. He just can't be.
Yeah.
So that is unfortunate. But we do see them travel to Costa Rica to go visit him. He seems nice enough, for the circumstance.
He down for it.
He just trying to come to America. Well, I don't know. I'm playing. But Leah is very supportive of her sister. She makes it very clear she's gonna be there for her whatever she needs. While she may not have someone else during this process,
so nobody has to worry.
Yes.
Mom was really sweet, or she seemed sweet from the seconds we saw her.
Yes.
Very excited.
Very sweet. And open to the idea, especially with the circumstance again.
Right. But maybe I'm thinking, how old is her sister? But is her sister older or younger than her?
I heard her say older sister a couple times.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I don't know.
Because I'm thinking maybe she's ready for a grandchild or something. The mom of the
guy's mom. Yeah, that could be it. But from the outside looking in, how mamas be anyway with their sons anyway. And if you got this random girl pregnant, usually
it's not a
You sure that's your baby?
At a first meeting,
right? So for all of that, she was very nice. How you know that's your baby, son? Use it how many times? So let's get into Brianna's story. So we see Brianna. We are following up with her encounter with Lewis. She does a responsible thing and goes get tested for STDs. I was thinking that's a very, brave thing to do on TV, a responsible thing to show. Yeah. And it can be an awkward experience, having to go through the questions with the camera.
Right, I was thinking all the cameras in there, HIPAA. You could tell them to get out.
She could have went by herself. Right. She could have not told the crew at all, but she did. So that was cool that she allowed viewers to see that side of the situation. So the next time we see Brianna, she's on the phone with Lewis. And he is asking if he can go with them to Nova's gymnastic competition. And she, to me, she seemed into it when they talked on the phone.
Into him going?
She's like, yeah, you can watch the baby because she's too much,
Right. And I was thinking, I guess if they want to be around, let them. But then I was also thinking, so has he been in Nova's life, really?
So he's kind of been there and then not been there.
Okay.
I feel like he's been there less, though, than Devon, who is not there right now.
Right.
But I think Devon was more so in both of the girls' lives.
Okay.
So when he was gone, Stella was looking to Devon, having fun with him, getting comfortable with him. Okay. But yeah, she seems down for it. When she talks to her mom, she seems a little less into it.
Right. Like Like she tried to downplay him being there.
Yeah, she was like, he wants to go. Doesn't matter. He wants to go. Let him go. It wasn't like, yeah, he can help with the baby.
Yeah, I know. The energy shift.
Okay. And so then we see them when they're going to the competition. We see that Devon can't make it. So we see he's not, as consistent as he was being before in the past. But he can't make it. And Lewis is there. And so the competition seems to go well. And so at one point during the outing, what's her name? Brianna steps out to the car to call her friend Shirley. Right. Alexia and Shirley.
I say good old Shirley.
And she says that they did it again.
Did you get your results back yet?
No, she ain't got no results.
I guess if you got it, you got it.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, that might be true.
But yeah, I guess I don't know his intentions, just like she doesn't. But then it's also like, I guess she's not giving the space for his intent, to clear his intentions. You know what I mean?
Saying that, she's not letting it be known if he's only there for that, for her.
Right. For her, for the baby, or what. Like she hasn't taken the step back, according to the 8 episodes, to see what he is trying to do for real. But she's questioning it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So she's concerned if he's there for Nova, if he's just trying to be, Stella. Nova, Stella. If he's trying to be in Stella's life off the pure fact he's her dad, or if he's only there because he's trying to rekindle something with her.
Right. But she didn't even want to rekindle nothing.
Yeah, she just said she want to kind of do it every now and then.
So who's playing games?
But I don't know what his true intention is, because he has been, in and out with some sorry excuses.
But then it's like that's what I'm saying. If she knows that he isn't fully over her or whatever the case might be, you're kind of playing games by continuously sleeping with him. And if you only want him there for her, then let him only be there for her. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I hear it. So let's get into Chelsea's story. Now let me say this, since this is our first video on Teen Mom 2. I feel like Chelsea has found her happily ever after. She has her beautiful husband. There for the kids. Stable household.
So why you here?
I'm just like, dang, y'all just pulling stuff. She don't have nothing to talk about. And all she had to talk about is being upset that the grandma knocked on the door.
The old robbery. So when did she get robbed? A long time ago?
Is it 2 seasons now? I don't know.
Okay.
But they trying to pull something out of her little story, baby. She we see her, she's working on her jacket line. She is doing good with her anxiety levels. She was having a panic attack. She's reading now. What else? Going to therapy. So we see that she's read a book that mentions love languages. And she thinks Aubrey's love language is quality time.
Okay.
So she wants to focus on that, and they decide to do a cookie decorating class.
Yes.
Let me stop this for 1 second. This is all good and dandy, but this is just making me wonder. And maybe it's because with Teen Mom, when it started, you know, it was about the struggle of the teen mom life, you know, things that come with it. So when they are established, they're making all this money from the show and whatever other ventures they've started, you know, that struggle is no longer there.
I'm gonna say they struggling anymore, right?
We're not seeing a true, you know,
reason this whole thing started.
Right. This is why I like Young and Pregnant, you know, now more, because it's more real.
Yeah, I guess Teen Mom would make you want to be a Teen Mom so you can make some money.
You know, that's why they always had a little thing at the end of the commercials.
Oh.
About, you know, protection.
The website,
But, so I don't know. It's not that we don't want to see you do well. I'm glad she have her happy family.
Right.
I don't know. And maybe could they just portray it that way instead of trying to make these little issues?
Right. That she's come up from being a teen mom type of thing. That what you're saying? Like instead of trying to like issues. Yeah.
She knocked at the door when they weren't home. And that's the, you know, your worst problem.
Right.
You don't got nothing to talk about problem-wise. So maybe just show us the good sides. I don't know.
Right. I mean, they could, and just make it seem like that's what it is. She came from her ex who was the mess that he was to this. Yeah.
To a beautiful relationship, beautiful children.
Just show her happy and call it a day.
But just do that.
Because at this point.
But nonetheless, they have a good time out at this little cookie decorating class. That's it, right? What happened? That's it.
She's just worried about her daughter getting older.
And
but I don't see it. I'm gonna say it's not a teen mom struggle. It's just a mom struggle, an everyday struggle. But okay,
on to the next. All right. Last but not least, we see Kaylin's story. So we hear that Kaylin has had some people pass away in her life. She had to go to the funeral for one of these people. Yeah. And she left the boys in one of her friends' care.
Okay.
So we hear that Joe was upset about that. Yeah. So she says he texts some mean stuff.
But it wasn't like a random friend, right?
She said the name. I don't know who the person is, but maybe because I don't pay that close enough attention. Okay. But yeah, he was like, would I never leave them with anybody that's not blood? Now I'm trying to figure out. So he, you know, did the most with his text messages. She says we don't even see the messages, but she says that. I would say that it would be good to let him know who's going to be watching the kids while you're away. Yeah.
But then that's what I'm wondering. Is that what happened where she did let him know, but it was someone he didn't know? You know what I mean?
I didn't get, because it seemed like maybe he found out while she was gone, because she's saying she just left the funeral or something.
Right. When he was texting? When he started texting her, yeah. Okay, so
in case he probably didn't know ahead of time
that this was even going on. Yeah, I guess that's fair. Okay, that makes sense.
Either way, he does send another text to apologize.
Yes.
But that apology is not good enough for her because she's still upset about this.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't sit well with her. And so then a little later, we see that he texts her about maybe going to counseling with her.
Yeah.
And she seems down for it. I feel like that does show he's trying to, make sure it's on the right path. He doesn't want any static.
Right, and I say, fair enough. Just don't want no drama. Let's just figure this out and get over it.
Oh, we do hear Kel mention how, what's the oldest son name? Forget right now. But how he...
Not Isaac, huh?
Isaac,
okay.
How he's getting older now, and sometimes he doesn't want to go over there,
Right.
And he should be able to say that.
Decide, yeah.
That's that kid life. I remember them days. But I had to go when my mother said
go. I was up in the air about it because it's like, I get why you should force them to go, because it's like you don't want them to think it's okay to like just fall off because of being comfortable at home. Does that make sense? But at the same time,
as
it's
a
like,
parent, it's like, I want to spend time with my child.
Right.
It's not always about what he wants to do. We need to spend this time together. Now, as a kid, I don't want to go to that house.
But then it's like, they're like, oh, I hate having to force him to go.
I know, two sides to the coin. It's boring over here.
That's what he said too, huh? Or he just felt like they do the same thing.
Yeah, they
do the
don't
same
go
thing
away
every time.
But then, some kids stuff, you just...
But then, like, sometimes it's not about what you do. It's just about, like, your comfortable home. That's your everyday,
It can be a lot of factors.
You feel comfortable.
So I feel both sides. Okay, so a little later, we see Kel having her podcast with a medium there. And so this medium seems to tell her a lot about herself. I was kind of thinking, is she saying anything that an avid Teen Mom watcher wouldn't know?
I was trying to figure out too.
But she does seem to hit home for Kel when it comes to her mom.
She did do the son prediction correctly.
Oh, she had another son? Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah.
Now, she did say Mike, though, so you might have a boy. But okay, that's good. But we hear how, her mom is a good person at heart. And she does think about Kel and, what want the best for her and whatnot. She just has things in the way.
Right.
Drinking and stuff. And she can't see super clear, but she does think of her. And her aunt wanted Kel to know this as well, maybe to give her another chance or something.
All right.
You wanted to say something now?
No, I was just going to say everything she had started with was, again, what was kind of already shown on the episode. But hey.
And then coincidentally, is it the next day?
I feel like that's what they made it seem like, but I don't know if it was ever.
I know. At some point, we see that her mom actually calls her. And so that's where the episode ends. We don't hear her answer the call. She tells them she needs to take it in private.
Right. I feel like this was supposed to be like a moment, but my thought was like she probably heard the podcast.
I didn't think about that. Somebody probably called her, girl, they talking about you.
That was my immediate thought. Was, okay.
This is true. The facts. Somebody go, yeah, Kel over there, they said. Really? Okay. Let me call her now.
Now she'll want to talk.
Her mom seemed nice from what I seen in the little clip. I remember her being,
I haven't watched it in a while, but from what I remember from like them showing that first scene of her mom saying like, what was she saying to her? When they showed like a flashback of like 10 years ago or something, and she was kind of like, don't talk to me or something. I kind of feel like I remember her mom being a little mean.
Oh, okay.
Or like not supportive, like she wasn't very supportive.
Now, Kel, she can be a lot to put up with.
I was saying, but Kel is not the nice.
Yeah, and now imagine if she had Jay mama. That's what Jade is, a sweet girl. She might cut you out, but she gonna be there to pick you up. Jade might be at her wit's end, be ready to kick you out. But Kel would have really left her parent in that car. No, Mom, you can't stay here. I need my sanity. You cannot. Oh, yes, indeed. But that's it for this episode. So we'll be back to look at this next week, next Wednesday morning.
Yep.
We waited to the end on accident, but please hit the like button or subscribe. What's the other one? Comment.
Please
let us know what y'all think about the episode. Well, I guess that's it for this one. So we'll see y'all next time.
All right.
Bye.